Hi, Zizaran here with another video. Today we're going to talk about the improved tier Vault Pass and Sanctum content update post. So they're basically adding more stuff as well as adding more stuff to the Vault Pass, which might indicate they're not doing so well on sales with it. I'm not sure. But, you know, more stuff, more better. And Sanctum, however, which is already a lot of people's favorite league, is getting more stuff. So next week we're planning to deploy the 3.20 update. It improves the Vault Pass. I honestly don't really know what this means. Maybe I'm just like not thinking straight, but like I already have everything that's in all of those mystery boxes. Anyway, I actually personally like the battle passes because they're cosmetic only and I'm not a big fan of battle passes where you can pay to enhance them, like the Dota one. It's cosmetic only, but like I feel like they're always then set up in such a way that you almost have to pay. Good boy. He's the best. Either way, they are adding new updates to the Sanctum League. At the moment, I think it's probably the most put together league they've ever done. And by that, I mean, I feel like almost every league ever has had huge issues the first week and needed like a large amount of hotfixes, buffs and rewards and stuff like that. And obviously, at the moment, if you're farming this and consistently doing tier 4 rooms, or sorry, like the entire Sanctum, it's incredibly rewarding. We're getting like almost at least one divine per, sometimes up to 4 or 5, multiple exalted orbs, and up to like 80, 90 chaos. And I don't even have particularly good relics yet, so it's going to get better and better. And now they're adding even more stuff to it. And these look really cool. They're basically adding Uber versions of the run. So they've showed a few on Twitter as well. And this one you put in, and then it's the Herald of the Scourge drops an additional invocation and cannot have inspiration, cannot have resolve, and the item is destroyed. And there's one where it makes, I'll show in-game, but it makes the new jewel have an additional line in the stats. The Balance of Terror. So it would have 3. So it could have, you know, Tempt Chains, Despair, and Feeble. And these are sort of like Watcher's Eyes. And they're pretty interesting, especially for builds that like do cast these. So very, very interesting. And they're going to have like, you know, you can drop multiple Sanctified Relics. These will give rewards like this. Adds Mage Bane to Sanctified Relic. Now these... At the moment, it looks like these are tradable, which is very interesting for Trade League and very interesting for me in Steel. But I wouldn't be surprised if these are not tradable. This is a really cool way of doing it because that means you can find a relic that is like really, really good for you and something you really want to use. And you can use this bad boy. One of the ones that's coming out is the Aura Divinity. The Herald of Scourge drops 2 additional relics, but you cannot have boons. That's pretty good. So you get 3 guaranteed Sanctified Relics when doing it at 83. The Herald of Scourge drops 2 additional Sanctified Relics. Rooms are unknown. It's basically the same reward. So 3 guaranteed. Potential of 4. Pretty hard potential of 4. Herald of the Scourge, scary, drops an additional invocation. I wonder if it's guaranteed to drop an invocation whenever you use one of these. Or if this guarantees it. Cannot have inspiration, cannot recover resolve, but either way, pretty strong. The Herald of the Scourge drops the original sin. Cannot have inspiration, maximum resolve is 1. This is so cool. Like, only EA and SRS can do this. Like, I love that they're doing this. It's so fucking good. Like, I wish like every league would have something similar to this. The original scripture turns your next sanctum into a hardcore no-hit run, but should you conquer it, you'll receive the original sin. Yeah. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. I love it. I wonder what the original sin is. But either way, really cool item. And it's nice to have like, you know, pinnacle things that you can like try to chase. So like SRS or EA is going to be like the best for this. They're also making it so that party members get to store a sanctum room for later when the map owner runs their sanctum. I wonder if this means you need to run one room every area or if it's just you store one together. Very, very interesting. Pretty keen on getting more stuff throughout the league. It's actually something I've always wanted would be a league where the entire league changes as the league progresses. Some people are already saying like this is an indication that the league wasn't finished and that they have to keep adding things underway. Personally, big fan of like things being added throughout and content being added throughout and then working on it throughout the league, which will obviously be easier once PoE 2 is out, hopefully. I think that's something they should always do. They keep adding things and make it interesting throughout the league. I would love if the last 2 weeks of the league was completely different than the first 2 weeks, because they're always going to be anyway in terms of economy and what you have. Either way, that's how I feel. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very excited for this update and the new like Uber content for Sanctum. Having a blast with the league so far. Share your thoughts down below. Sub if you liked the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.